Mate, comfortable in the end. What do you make of it?
Good. Defensively we were a wee bit frail. Down the wings we got caught out all the time. You'd notice the difference that Frank Paul makes, and I thought Boyer had a terrible game. I would have taken him off and then went 2 up top when Edward came on, but we played okay. Going forward I thought we were a joy at times. Edward comes on and you just see his difference. First touch goal, and then the second I thought he would have got his hat-trick after that. He was absolutely incredible. Forrest probably should have scored in the first half, and we made numerous chances. I thought we played a wee bit better, free flowing at times. Johnston I thought amazing feet, and going forward we look a threat. I think just defensively we need to show it up. I don't think we're going to get a left back in this window. I think we need one. Everything I needed to know about Taylor was, in my opinion, was told today. He never got a start. His plays, it's not his position. He never looked good. They doubled up on him. They should have scored 3 in the first half. That one at the Celtic end.
That's what I was going to say. I think Ayer wasn't in the squad today. I don't know if he's injured, but that meant we didn't have 3 centre halves. So I think that's why we went back to the 4 at the back with the 1 up front. But the back 4 have never played together, and you could see that Ross County had a couple of great chances in the first half.
Three. Two of them definitely should have been a goal. And a wee bit more composure. The boy, the third chance he done quite well. He's side-footed it. He's seen the lights a wee bit. But they could have really put us under the caution, and all the problems were coming down the left side, and they were doubling up every single time the ball's coming over the top. They realised what the problem was and they tried to expose it. I think Ayer's been a wee bit frail actually, if I'm being honest. The while he's no looked particularly composed, and I totally understand why Roderick never played through the week. I'm presuming it was probably because of the plastic surface. And then today you couldn't probably start him purely because how well I thought the middle 3 played. I thought they were fantastic. Brown I didn't feel was great today. I thought Jam had a good game. He looked very composed on the ball. McGregor for me was magic. He just controls the tempo in the middle of the park. Away from the football for 1 second, one thing I was talking the other night to a couple of my pals, and this place towers above most places in Scotland, towers above the skyline in Glasgow, and it should be a celebration. I think when you turn up at Celtic Park, this, like, I know it's a wee bit idealistical to say, but 3 points is as important today as it was against Sevco. We're going for 9. That place should be buzzing. You can't just rely on a corner, and albeit how good the Green Brigade were today, just to constantly make the noise. If you want to stand sing, if you want to get involved, man. Jesus, that place should be absolutely pumping, and I appreciate it's freezing. Probably all the more reason though to stand up and get involved. I am numb. I thought Bauer was awful. I thought his crossing was absolutely desperate, if I'm being honest. He was so wasteful.
He's had a couple of decent ones, but again there's nobody in.
He got caught out defensively going forward. You can see he's not a left back, he's a winger. His natural position is going forward, and he did do alright. Sometimes he was getting the ball back, but sometimes they're just not getting the heat up. Griffiths is totally and utterly ill-advised in my opinion, taking corners. Granted, he's got an amazing foot through the week, takes a corner, and Julian gets on the end of it. That there is where you start to see the need for Edward being on the pitch. So if you want to play these sort of balls in and someone goes and attacks it, fine. So many times though, I don't know, you just... I'm delighted to see that Griffiths has come back. I'm delighted to see the comments for Boyd I thought were scandalous, but I'm so happy to see that he's come back. I'm so happy to see that he's starting to take his chance again and grasping it with both hands, and good luck to him. But he looks so much better sometimes when Edward was drifting off against Partick and playing out on the left. You can start to see the way that they were interlinking and moving off the ball, coming through the middle of the park, and it opens up the space and they're getting him behind. You could see there was elements of that today, and I thought at times we played really well. When Edward comes on the game though, you just see the difference it makes.
That was my next question. He's been on the park for 10 minutes. We always miss him when he doesn't start, but he changes the game. He's just different class.
He is the difference, and I say this and I'll say it again, you just need to enjoy him for as long as he's at Celtic, because he is levels above what we have on the rest of that pitch. He's absolutely phenomenal. Comes on first touch goal, the way that he drops the shoulder, takes it by and gets his second goal, he's just incredible. He oozes class. He makes it look too easy. He came on for, what was he on for, 20 minutes and he got man of the match.
Last thing tonight, if we don't make any more signings in the next week or so, have we done enough this month?
Not at all, absolutely, unequivocally no. I think it's clear to see if 60,000 people come into the game, they can see where we need to develop, then the board should be able to see where we need to develop. You can't constantly rely on this mentality that we'll get over the line, enough's enough. I don't want Celtic to be enough's enough. I want Celtic to be able to put the foot on them and say, listen, we want to push on for our own standards, we want to develop for Europe, we want to develop to win this league. That's the bread and butter, but you want to do well in Europe. We're in the knockout stages, and let's go and kick on. Sorrow looks like a good player. The boy Patrick Lemela looks like a wee bit of talent. You can't always judge people off YouTube because Bio looked like Messi, but it's clear to see where the frailties are. I think we still need another centre half if we want to play 3. I was so happy with playing the 2 up top. I thought we looked like a different team through the week. if we want to go with 2 up top, we need another centre half, because you can't play 3 with the frailties, and you've seen that the day if Ayer's not starting, you go back to a 2. And I also think that we need a left back. I can't see us getting a left back, and I really didn't want Boyle either. So I'm not saying the guy's not, he's clearly a player, but his level, I think, is at Hibs. Aye. And it's just these bargain basements, it's constantly just trying to find a cheap option. If you've got a massive scouting team at a club like this, you should be able to look in further afield to see where we need to pick players up. And if Celtic really want to kick on, and if they want to make a statement of intent, the statement of intent has to be who they're bringing into the football club. You need to bring in players that are better than what you've currently got, or you're wasting your time.
Even with the boys like Klimala and Sorrow, they're both 21. Yeah. I feel like we're hoping that they'll develop into players rather than bringing in.
They don't have the financial capacity or the reach to be able to challenge your teams in England, even in the Championship. The wage structure and things like that, they outstrip us with regards to who we can particularly purchase. But there's certainly loads and loads of players that you can go and get, and I just feel that just now, the nitty-gritty, you're coming into the final stage of the season. Celtic need to win games. Today's massive, every single game's massive. I'll be a Hearts fan on Sunday. You need to start hoping that we just win every single game, because we've got a really hard run, got St Johnstone through the week, and it's just constant pressure now, so we need to just keep winning. Done well today, 3 points, but you need players that can take that burden, take that weight and responsibility. And I just want Celtic to go and get an established player. Just go. What are they saving up for? A rainy day? Jesus, how much money have they got in the bank?
It's never in it.
Go and get a player that can deliver, that can do the business. You don't need to have a player necessarily right now in the January transfer that will maybe come onto a game in a year, 18 months' time. It's always good to have a development player. It's always good to be able to nurture these young talented players and bring them into the system and help them flourish at Celtic, and that's what we want to see, good football players. But you need someone just now, like, think back to the time we made Strachan. Remember we went and got Robson, and you had Hartley and all that sort of stuff. You had absolute battlers, you had warriors. His first game against, was it Aberdeen, he scored the free kick. You need to have players that know it. Just a proper man, someone that will take the game by the scruff of the neck and can go and dominate and boss it. I don't know, they need to have a bit of ambition and match the supporters.
Man of the match today, mate, he was only on 20 minutes, was it Edward?
No, I wouldn't have given it to him. I thought it was magic. He was absolute. What do you say about Edward? He's just phenomenal. I would have given it to McGregor myself. Thought McGregor dominated the middle of the park. Thought he controlled it. He's just unbelievable, and he gets overlooked because he does the things that people didn't really appreciate. As an academy player coming through, he's very humble. He's quiet. Doesn't grab a megaphone. Doesn't jump in stands. Does his business. He's tenacious on the park. He's always what he got on the ball. Always on the half turn. He's magic. Best in the midfield, I would say, that the academy's producing since McStay.